Hey guys, it's August 24th, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And here we are again on Mob Vlog Live. Today, we're talking about vending machines. Vending machines? The hell's vending machines have to do with the Chicago outfit? Stick around, you're about to find out. Welcome back, it's Mob Vlog. Mr. Red Wemette, how are you doing today?
Very well, Adam.
Fantastic. It's good to have you with. And did you hear we're up to body number 5 out at Lake Mead?
Okay, who took a dive?
5. You believe that? Pretty wild. So, everybody, welcome into the show. I see a whole bunch of comments here in the side chat. And welcome all of you. You guys are the show. You guys are why we're here. And we're here today to talk about the vending machines. Everything from cigarette machines, coffee machines. What other machines did you have? Pool tables. There were video arcade machines, cigarette machines. There were soda or pop, as we say in Chicago, pop machines. Tedford Von Patriot, welcome. You're a new member. Awesome. Good to see you. Well, I shouldn't do that. You put your fist up like that nowadays, people go, hey, he's saying something. Like, okay, buddy, sure thing. It's true. It's really true. Anyway, I thought one body was identified from Lake Mead. No, they think they know who it is, and now they think it's somebody else, and that's for a different show, guys. We're talking about vending machines today. I only brought it up because we're up to body number 5 out at Lake Mead. Oh, okay.
The body count's up.
Body count is up. And Bobby Bag of Donuts. I ain't got nobody. Nobody, baby. Anything you can put your money in, that's damn right. Anything you can put your money in, Mike Randolph. That's what they ran. Video poker machines. They had those. Now, those were a big one.
That was at the end. Way before that, they had, I think the number one, Adam, was coffee machines and vending machines, and beverage machines. Because you saw them in high schools, you saw them in hospitals, you saw them everywhere. But guess what? They were owned by the mob, and they took the money out.
Yeah.
Those nickels and dimes added up.
Yes, they did. And that's what it was back then. Tedford Von Patriot had to have problem with his credit card. See, they got those even on the machines, that you could swipe the card nowadays. They didn't have that. It was all nickels and dimes and quarters. That's what you used.
Those nickels, dimes, and quarters added up to a lot.
Sure. And then some of the machines had the dollar suckers on them.
Right.
So that
in
was
your era. My era, no. They didn't have dollar changers then.
They didn't have what?
They didn't have dollar changers. $1, $5, whatever. They didn't have them.
So here's the thing. Barnyard.
Condom machines.
Condom machines. See that?
They owned it all.
The restrooms, you go into the men's bathroom and there'd be condom machines, and they had the little French ticklers, that you put over your. They sold those. You don't remember that? They had all kinds.
I remember it.
All kinds of crap. They had. It was Scott H. See, Scott's thinking like I am. French tickler for her pleasure. Yes, that's right. So the Cologne machines. Yeah, they had cologne machines too. And you guys, most of our viewers are male, but if you went into the woman's room, you know what you found in there? You found the
tampons.
That's right. They had those machines in there. And those were run too. Yeah. The ratchet cologne. Yes. It's true.
Banaka. They had Banaka machines.
Banaka. So that spray in your mouth.
Before it was the spray, it was drops you put under your tongue. Then they came out with the spray.
Now they have the little gel things you put in your mouth. You let them dissolve, and there you go. Right. So they were innovators of automation. So let's go back to the beginning of the start of the whole machine business, right? And we find what was called what was it called? It starts with a P. Red.
The penny machine?
No. The very first. It's not a pinball machine. Before the pinball, what kind of came off the pinball machine? It was based on another game.
Oh,
Pikachu, something like that.
Pachinko.
Thank you. That's it.
It all started with Pachinko.
Pachinko.
For a penny.
Yeah, Pachinko. And they had the Pachinko machines. And was it originally Korean? They followed Pachinko. No.
I just thought it was Japanese.
No, it was a table game. Pachinko. So Japanese, you're right. Yeah, it's a Japanese machine. And the ball would fall down through bing, 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 little, whichever way, and then wherever it landed, you had to add it up. Then they came out with a handheld machine where you launched the ball, and then whichever hole it fell in, you'd write down that number, and that's how you played it. It was a handheld machine. And then it kind of evolved into pinball. And then the first ones that put the flappers on. But where did all that originate?
Williams Electric.
Yeah. Which was Chicago.
Right. It all was made in Chicago. Originally, it was all manufactured in Chicago. Everything. From jukeboxes to condom machines, you name it. It was all made in Chicago.
Right. Pachinko. Well, you guys, I'm looking at the comments now. Mueller cigarette machines. They had cigarette machines. Yeah.
Yeah, National was the biggest one. National Vending. They had the pull out. Then they came with the electric machines. Rowe and several other people had electric machines where you hit the button and it would come out. But they jammed. And the old Nationals never jammed. They were good.
Wow. So here it is. Chicago Pinball Company, Bobby Bag of Donuts. Yes, it's all is. Cindy Workman, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. So it originates in Chicago, and you know that the outfit looks around, they go, hey, that business right there can make us some money. What do?
They buy it.
Yeah.
They install them. They get the locations.
Exactly.
All the way from gumball machines. The original gumball machines.
Even gumball machines.
You used to get 3 gumballs for a penny. You used to get 3 gumballs for a penny. And then all of a sudden it went up to a nickel a gumball. And then it went to a dime a gumball. Then a quarter a gumball.
So at one point, pinball machines were outlawed.
Yes, they were.
They were outlawed
In Chicago, they outlawed them for gambling, and they brought them back in 1976. 1976, they opened them back up, and they allowed them back in. I know they're going to apply for licenses for them.
Then they also say one of the reasons, they didn't say it was for gambling. They said the reason they were outlawed was because the kids were spending all their hard-earned money on these pinball machines.
This sounds like your daily talking.
They're extorting the kids. So they're extorting the kids for their hard-earned milk money. Instead of buying milk at school, they're playing pinball at the arcades.
I remember in high school. We had a vending machine that you could get orange juice, all different kinds of things, fruit juice, apple juice, whatever. Little tiny cartons that come down. Yeah. It was it. I mean, that was in the 1964, 1963.
Yeah, this the parking meters. Parking meters. They're coin operated, but I don't know if the mob was running them. I think that the government was running them.
There was a scam on that. They were manufacturing them and selling them to the city.
Really?
It said made in Chicago right on the bottom.
No kidding. So
the city contract.
I wonder how that happened, right? Hey, can you make us 10,000 parking meters?
Sure. Oh yeah.
Sure, I could do that. And
I could make it 50,000. How many?
At Christmas time, I'll give you a really nice gift if you let me make those 50,000 parking meters. Oh, and then my buddies, they'll go around knocking them down and tearing them and stealing them. That way you can order more so I could sell you some more.
Oh, we do repairs on them too.
Oh, yeah, the repairs. That's right. You could hire my cousin or my nephew for, good, nice chunk of change, and he'll go around and repair them all, him and his friends. You know, he runs a crew of guys that do that. That's what they do. They repair them. I'm starting to understand this thing, this organized crime thing. You know, we've only had to talk about it for this long for me to actually start to wrap my head around how this works. Wow. How about the payphones, Red?
Payphones? Yeah.
Payphones.
They were controlled too.
Why not?
They were through PATS, a company, organization called PATS, and you had to get a license to work with them.
Right. Dean Milk. John Apollo. That's right. It was Dean's Milk. Even as a kid, I remember. Came from Don Ciccio di Porzallo, the biggest company for poker machines and arcade games was Spooner Amusement and Rental Amusement. The three Bastone brothers owned them. Wow. That's for the video poker machines. I'm taking it. Because every bar I went into in Calumet City when I was a kid, because I went into a lot of bars when I was a kid. It's true. Figure that out.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, Red laugh. You're laughing your ass off because you know exactly what I'm
talking. Okay.
Every one of those machines I looked at as a kid, I said, it says for amusement only on it. It's got the sticker right there. Amusement only. Barnyard. You're right. They all did. And it was written just a piece of paper taped to the machine for amusement only. I said, Dad, why are guys putting their money in the machine if it's for amusement only? I mean, who would sit there and play $1 a hand video poker and just lose their money to play video poker? And, I won a couple of credits, now I lost them. Why would they do that, Dad? Well, son, if you know Owl, the bartender, and you got credits on the machine, he can give you some of that money back. So, but it says amusement only. Yeah, but if you know the bartender, and you got to...
Oh, you get a full house or something like that? Dang.
Man, unbelievable.
To mention blackjack.
Valmore had a locksmith friend made a key for the parking meters in San Francisco.
I got one better for you, Valmore. My tokens that I have, they fit into the parking meters, and you can. They only cost like a penny and a half a piece, but you can park it definitely.
Slugs. That's what they called those. Slugs. The knockouts from an electrical box, the old electric boxes.
We used to file the edges.
Right. You the punch outs in the back. You run your conduit to it. So those slugs, they're the same size as a quarter. And you could put some machines, I know because we had an apartment building and it had a washing machine and dryer. And I want to say it was 50 cents for the dryer and $1 for the washer. And you put the 4 coins in, they laid flat like in a pool table. And you slid the thing in, remember? sometimes when we would go to empty those out, we'd find slugs in there from the electrical knockouts. Yeah, people, these clever sons of bitches, putting these slugs in here. That's what my dad would say. Hey, put these slugs in here. Yeah, slugs. That's what they called them.
That's what
Yeah,
they
for those
were.
of you, on medication in Chicago, it is 20 past 4. Let you know. Borden Milk had a face of a cow. Borden Milk, I remember them as well. They had a face of a cow. Now let's talk about those machines, because the every hospital in the cafeteria, they had the coffee machines in downtown in the buildings. They had
Hot coffee. Hot coffee.
which is what we used on our thumbnail today.
And also hot chocolate. Hot chocolate was in the same machine.
Have any of you seen one of those coffee machines recently? Because I haven't seen them anywhere. Now, maybe it's just that I'm in Vegas and so I'm not seeing them around.
It's like finding a pay telephone. Good luck.
Right? You know what they do? They put them in the very poor neighborhoods where they still call the crack phones. Crack for the drug dealers. That's what they are. But who doesn't have a phone? I mean, dude,
the washers and dryers. The washers and dryers, everybody buys their own. Laundromats.
You had a laundromat. You know what? When was the last time I went to a laundromat?
They make big money.
13 years ago, I had to go to one. Yeah, that's a big business right there.
I bought 2 of them. I know.
Easy to skim. Oh, and they had the chicken broth in the machines too.
Yes,
I forgot about that. That's right.
They call it chicken soup.
Maria Chirillo says that old hospitals still have them. So, and Scott H., you're right. The coffee cups, they all had a poker hand on them. What was that? Well, hold on now. What was that all about? Let's talk about that, because what the hell was that about? I remember you'd get the coffee and it had a poker hand on it. Was it so that you and your coworkers could go, hey, it's coffee break. Let's all throw $5 into the pot and see who gets the best hand. What else would it be for, right, Red?
Yeah, that's what it was about. I worked at Sweetheart Cup. We actually made those cups.
No kidding.
Sweetheart Cup made them. They were paper. They go in a roller. First they get punched. They go in a roller. The bottom would go in. Then they drop into a thing, and the curler would curl the lip, so you'd have something to drink out of. And then there was 2 little things that you could pull out for a handle.
So, yeah, that's right. They had the 2 things that pulled out for the handle on the side.
Right.
The little 2 flaps that
So you
came
don't
together.
burn your hand.
So the Michael Graham says that the coffee, they have the coffee and hot chocolate vending machines still inside the lunchroom at the Chicago Police Academy. Is that a fact, Mike?
Really?
Yeah, they still have them. That's pretty interesting. So
I think they own them by now.
I would think so too, right?
Yeah.
So Heidi Fleiss, she owned laundry machines. Heidi Fleiss. She was wasn't she the
Madam. She was the
Hollywood or something?
Mayflower Madam.
Mayflower Madam. Thank you. So a lot of laundromats still have the poker games in them today. Really? A lot of them still have the poker games in them. That's pretty interesting. I always wondered.
Jimmy Cozzo, Anthony says Jimmy Cozzo had the biggest laundromat, I'll tell you, and all the neighbors went there because they couldn't fit laundry. They couldn't fit washing machines and everything in their homes in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So he did that. Reversed the gas meter so he gas dryers. That was something else. He made a fortune on that.
Indiana's rest stops off of the highway still have those machines, those coffee machines. It's pretty. I've seen poker machines in the truck stops. So, yeah, the cups were classic, Mike. I agree with you. A friend of mine had a bar and said that his cut 50% of the pool table paid the rent for the bar.
Yes, it did. A lot of times what they would do is if they came in and put the machines in, they would automatically pay for your liquor license. They would give you the money for your liquor license just to split with you.
Wow.
It was that lucrative.
Man, I remember jamming a bunch of quarters into pool tables when I was younger. But I didn't know it paid that damn much. But I guess if you add it up, you go all day long, people are going in there every 15 minutes, $1, right? $4 an hour sitting in there. And that happens for 8 hours a day. Why not?
That's
right?
money. That's money.
Yeah. $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 a month. There's your rent. Yeah. Back then, especially in those days, I mean, that's pretty good. The Chicago Police Academy still has the old vending machines that have circular turntable that vend out sandwiches.
Oh,
remember the
sandwich
machines? Yeah, the sandwich machines. And they had the flap on the front, because it was always cold. They had the refrigeration, so there was that little flap in the front, and the thing would drop. You take it out. So many machines. When I was growing up, I had a friend that I went to school with, and his father ran the Pepsi machines, and that's what he did with his dad on the weekends. He went around and restocked them and emptied the quarters out of them. Dude had the best stereo system in all the kids in the neighborhood, man. He had the best stereo system. He bought it with his own money, and it's because he's vending machines by skimming the money off of them, right?
Yeah.
What are the current scams?
Adam, because I had my Pepsi machine and everything, it was all my own. Everything it was mine. The cigarette machine, the Pepsi, I kept raising the price because I got tired of filling it. And people were complaining, you're going to raise it again? They still buy it. Those machines from the two places, they put $50,000 a week in my pocket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd say that's lucrative.
Pocket money. That was pocket money.
I would say that's lucrative.
It was lucrative. If you figured out all the other places and added it up, it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
They had a book. I wrote about that in my book, Adam.
I believe I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Street Stories. They had scales and horoscope machines too.
Yeah.
I remember something like that. I remember that.
You step on the scale and you put in a coin and you find out how much you weighed.
And it gave you a horoscope,
and
right?
They had horoscope. You got your...
Yeah.
It's like a Chinese... out of the... what do they call them? Fortune cookie. It'd give you your future.
Yeah. You know what else they had? And I'm just thinking about this, and it kind of brings back memories because I remember going after this. But here, download. I'm going to throw it up here so you guys see it.
Candy machines, Baby Ruths, Milk Duds, everything. It was in theaters.
Sure. And
when the snack bar was closed, guess what? They flooded the candy machines. They flooded the soda machines, everything.
Right. And here's one that I was always impressed with. And you know why? Because I liked magic when I was a kid. Zoltar.
Oh, man.
Zoltar. Now, did the mob run Zoltar, do you think? They had their hand on all of it.
Yes.
All of it.
I only saw him twice. Once in a movie called Big.
Remember that? It was featured in Big. Yes. He gets the fortune in the beginning, and that's when he gets to grow up early, right? Oh, man. I ain't paying no 50 cents for a Coke. Caddyshack.
Jim, mine were up to $1. That's they still paid it for a Pepsi. There wasn't a Pepsi machine for at least 2 miles around me.
Automobile. I hit Las Vegas one night at work. One knob on the cigarette machine was stuck like halfway out. I pushed it in, and the smokes came out and a ton of change, mostly quarters. Yeah, it came out right down there in the same tray where the cigarettes came out. That's where the quarters fell. And some people, they put money in those payphones. Money's still sitting in there. I remember as a kid going past all of them, click, 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 yeah. And sometimes you'd find change, man. It'd fall out. All those machines, all those, as a kid, that was like a challenge, go around and see if you could get one of the machines to give up something free,
Zoltar was at Ripley's on Well Street.
They had a Zoltar there, huh?
Yeah, I remember it, Anthony.
Pac-Man, Galaga, whatever it was. Yeah, all those machines, all of them, man. So Michael Graham remembers Joe Collada. He remembers Neva Pool Hall. Joe asked earlier if anybody remembers Neva Pool Hall on Grand Avenue and Neva.
I do.
Like never, but never. So Gomp, one bar and restaurant in Glen Ellen, had a claw machine with live lobsters in it. Now there's another one. Remember the claw?
Yeah.
Goes around, drops down, picks up something. Yeah. Claw
The
machine.
answer is no, Michael. He never tried to shake me down for one dime. There we go. Jim Magnifici's got it.
Some kids found out that pouring water on the big square plastic selection push buttons on the pop vending machines, it would short out the machine and spit out many cans at once. Whoa, wait a second. Pouring water on the big plastic square section of the push button on the pop vending machine. No kidding. Did you have to have credits in there first, but then short it out as you push the button? How'd that work?
Oh,
I'd like to know.
Shorted it out, and all of a sudden it went. Just like on a pay telephone back in the old days, I used to take a nickel when they were a nickel, nickel phones, and I put the nickel in. As I put the nickel in, I'd hit it with the heel of my hand, the coin return. It would go down, it'd go ding, you get a dial tone, and guess what? You got your nickel back.
Wow. You know what we did at the arcade? We got a token, and my buddy Eric, it was his idea. We got a token, and we drilled a hole in it put it in a vise in the garage. We drilled a hole in it, tied a string to it. Yeah, we tied a string to it. Went to the arcade. You drop it in the thing. You could drop it in and go past the sensor, and then you could pull it up, and it would give you a credit. Ding, ding. But if the guy working at the arcade saw you doing that, he's going to throw you out, right? So you had to be real sneaky about it, But he was watching for people doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, we did that.
I knew somebody did that with a coat hanger and gum. They used to put gum in the coat hanger, and they go bing, bing, bing.
The coat hanger and what?
Gum, chewing gum. They take the chewing gum, and it was sticky, and they put it to the end of the coin. And they would just go, you could hear it. And they go, ding, 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 ding. And then they switched to, when it got clogged up or something, it wasn't any good anymore. They switched to fishing line. Catgut fishing line.
Catgut.
Real thin, very thin.
Right. So, Michael Graham, of course I said it incorrectly. Why wouldn't I have mispronounced Neva? It's Neva, I guess. Neva.
Oh, Neva Street. Neva
Street, yeah. Neva Street. Yeah, I'll get it wrong. Trust me. Just throw it at me. No, I'll butcher it up. Give me a name. Wemette. Red Wemette.
Wemette.
Reed Wemette. Wow, how's Reed Wemette doing today?
There were so many people that thought that, you know what they used to call me in school? Wilmette.
Wilmette,
Illinois. And actually, I had teachers in school that were so stupid. They said, does your family own that town?
Wow. Unbelievable. Do you remember the Aladdin Castle, an arcade inside many classic Chicago malls? I don't remember the Aladdin Castle. They were like little arcades, those that popped up like a Chuck E. Cheese, right?
Well, they also had, I think that started at Riverview, the Aladdin Castle. And then all of a sudden they made miniatures and they were all over the place. Chuck E. Cheese had them. Everybody had them.
It's Neva in Jersey. Oh, I used to do that arcade too. Mine was a coin soldered to a thin copper wire. Yeah, see? And you know, speaking of,
It works, Michael. It works. I
man,
know.
if man built the machine, a man can unbuild the machine. And same goes for the slot machines in Nevada. I guess that the way the counter works when the jackpots hit or wins hit on the old machines, when the coins would come out, ding, 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 they went past a laser in the machine that would count every, you know, bing, 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 bing. So when you hit one, you'd stick a mirror with a little wire. You stick it up there where the coin payout is, and it would block the laser, and then the coins would just keep falling because it wasn't counting. It was counting at zero.
Until it was empty.
Right. So you could sit there and you could cheat the machine. I know some people got in trouble for that. I read about that. So
yeah, they got their hands smashed with a hammer.
That's right. If you got caught, that's what happened. If you didn't get caught, though, you got away with it. That's for another day, though. How to cheat casinos. We should do an episode on that. All the different ways people cheated casinos. That would be a fun episode.
There was a lot of them.
Yes, a ton of ways. Say, hit the like button, everybody. If you're sitting there, hit the like button. You only have 70.
Hey, Adam, isn't it time to play the wheel of the deal?
It's getting close to that. We got to do the trivia question first.
Well,
and you know what the trivia question is, right, Red? Because we went over that right before the show started. Which really sucks because we didn't come up with one today.
We've been coming up with them for 3 weeks or 3 days.
Oh man! Last night the power went out, and yeah, it was just. It's been a. Rough...
I made fun of Adam because I told him my power went out. He was really hurting. His wife was hurting. He put the dogs outside because they breathe too much. They were breathing hot air. He had no
hot air out, man. Come on.
So I told him. I said, Hurricane Michael came. We were out without power. We were out telephones, everything for 3 months.
Wow.
And he said, man,
3 months. I couldn't deal with it, man. 3 months.
He couldn't deal with an hour.
An hour, man. An hour without electricity. John Wallace, I'm double jointed and could get peanuts and cookies out of Tom's machines. Really? You could get peanuts and cookies out of Tom's machines. There were so many. Remember they had the spiral and they put the bags of chips in there, and then when you push the thing, and then you could turn. Maybe you put the quarters in, and then you could turn that knob, and it would turn the spindle once, and one bag of chips would fall out, and then that bag of chips would get stuck right on the edge. My bag of chips I paid, but it's stuck, and it won't fall out. And then you're out of money, and you're like, I got no money. And then the dude behind you's like, hey, guess what I'm gonna buy? And then he'd buy the same fucking thing, and 2 bags would fall down, and then he'd end up with my bag of chips. Pissed me off, man. Those machines were horrific. Talk about a torture device.
Oh. Adam, I gotta tell you, the biggest machine I ever ripped off in my life. We had these RC Cola machines, and they were flat tops, and you lift it up and you slide your bottle and put your money in, and then the flap would come up, right? But you had all these bottles in there. You just pop the cap, put a straw in, and drink it. You didn't have to take the bottle. Just popped it. It was always sitting out in front of the store.
Gabby Rodriguez. Gabby, not to be off subject, but did you make deep dish pizza with Frank? I did.
Yeah.
It was great too. We made the sauce.
You did a video on that.
We did. Now you know what they have? They got pizza machines. You go up to the machine and you tell what kind of pizza, and it puts it all in, spits it out. They got cupcake machines too, and they have donut machines. You can pick what sprinkles and whatnot you want on them, and then it puts it on. Yeah. They have them out here in Vegas. Cupcake machines.
I don't think they'd be as good as homemade.
Right? Exactly. Bobby Bag of Donuts. I got even with those machines. I'm sure you did. Take that, start shaking it, and make that bag of chips fall down. Oh, yeah, guys. It's time for the trivia on the show today. And if you were watching the show over the last few weeks, you have been paying attention. You're going to have the answer to the question of the trivia question today. And today's trivia question has to do with last week's episode. In last week's episode, we had Cal Fagan on the show. Correct, Red?
Correct.
What an interesting guy. I mean, books a band and knows Ken Ito and works basically for Ken Ito. And one of the members of his band, which was called Robbie and the Troubadours, one of the members.
All of them were successful except one.
No. That's not where I'm going, Red. The band members of the band members, one of them proposed to Ken's daughter. What instrument did he play? That's the question. What instrument did the guy play who proposed to the daughter? First person to get it gets to win Wheel of a Deal that you can't refuse. And Jim Magnifici is the answer right there. It was the drummer. That's correct. The drummer. Scott H., you got it. You came in second. Bobby Magadona was third. Keith Helton was next. Then you had George Ailman. So, yes, Jim Magnifici, you get to call in. And Jim, call the number that you see there on the screen. And we're going to have you on the show. So there we go, Red. We definitely have ourselves.
What about Scott H? He's
winner.
Before. Scott H was before. No, you're right. Jim Magnifici.
Jim Magnifici's number one. Jim, the number's on the bottom of the screen, guy. We're going to spin the wheel of a deal that you can't refuse. Thanks for that name, Bobby Bag of Donuts. What a cool name. There it is. We're going to spin the wheel. And as soon as you call in here, Jim, Red, today has been a pretty interesting day. And we're going to be going to a show on your channel and talking about another subject, which is what, Red? Something about you getting a DUI?
Yeah, and how the outfit helped me out.
That's going to be interesting. So if you guys want to join us over there, we're going to put that link in the description. You'll have to give us a couple of minutes. I know it's not there right now. So as soon as we get off air, we're going to put it there. And you guys just have to refresh your screens if you want to grab that link. So, Jim, call the number on the bottom of the screen there. And we're going to have you on the show as soon as you call in. And that way we can spin the wheel and see what kind of prize you're going to win. The thing you don't want to hit whenever you spin it is this one right here. LMBR. Don't land on that. That's Lake Mead Barrel Ride. You don't want that.
Yeah, bring your own barrel.
Bring your own barrel. BYOB, bring your own barrel. That's hilarious. Wow. Bring your own barrel. Man. So, Jim.
Yes, I did. I shipped your book to Midland, Texas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I sent your book. It was shipped.
It's
on its way.
Everybody who's ordered anything in the last week or two, thank you very much for supporting the channel. And everything is on its way to you, including a Henry Hill autographed ice pick that went out. Triple autographed. Yeah. Sold a Henry Hill autographed ice pick. That's on its way to, that's on its way as well. Maybe if I turn it on the phone, Jim, let's see. I didn't miss a call, did I? Recent? No. Looking for a call.
Out the barrels. We'll have a barrel of fun.
There we go.
You're certainly welcome. I got it out. It has been shipped, autographed and shipped. Thank you for your purchase. I hope you enjoyed the book. I really do. Everybody got quiet, including Adam.
Awesome. So we have Jim Magnifici on the show again because Jim was on before and he won the pizza box that went up for auction. Did you get your pizza box, Jim?
Yes, I did.
And what'd you think of it?
Awesome.
Pretty
awesome.
Cool, huh? I make each one of those
thing
pizzas.
is pretty heavy. USB gun thing is Got some weight to it.
That's solid, man. That USB thing is not, it's not a lightweight little, I mean, this thing is, it's got some weight to it. Did you look at the content on it?
Somehow cutting out. Ed.
Oh, sorry, Jim. Did you watch the movie, The Las Vegas Mobster?
No, I haven't yet.
You haven't yet? Okay. But the pizza's pretty damn cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you ready to spin the wheel, Jim?
Yes, go right ahead.
All right, here we go. And today it's off. And it looks like the winning prize is going to be a pizza box.
Another pizza box.
Pizza box. What would you like to do?
You want to spin again, Jim? Let him spin again.
Yeah, for the vets again.
All right. We're going to have an auction for a pizza box. Red, looks like I'm making another pizza. Hey, Jim, can we send you a little thank you gift?
Sure.
I'm gonna call you after the show back at this number, and somewhere in the next after the next hour and a half, I'll give you a ring, and we got a little thank you gift for you. Actually, I already have your address, so we're gonna ship it to you. Thank you again for hanging out on the show, and thanks for being a part of the mob vlog crew here.
You're welcome. Appreciate it.
Hey, have a great day.
Yes, you guys too. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
God bless you, Jim.
All right, guys, we got an auction to do. So
Hey, 20. We got a 20 bid already. Come on. We could do better than 20. Come on, John.
all right, $20. $20 going for
Right here, 25, 25, 25, 25, 30,
Who's
30,
got
30.
$30 for a pizza box? Now, listen, on the pizza box, you get this video, which is on the USB gun. You get the Las Vegas Mobster on the gun. You get all of the you get everything that's on the disc. So that's the disc. That's the top of the pizza. And yeah. So anybody got $30? $30.
You started at 20. Okay, 20.
This will be the lowest pizza box that has ever gone. $30 from George Ailman.
There we go, George.
$30. Do we hear $40? Anybody got $40? Bobby Bag of Donuts is up to 40. We got $50. $50 for the pizza box. Do we have 50? It's worth it. Actually, it sells. You're right, Scott H. It sells for $200. It's autographed by Frank Collada. Midland Power Wash has $50. $50 on the pizza box.
You got 100 with Scott H.
Now I'm going to be honest with you. Midland's going for $50. Do we have $60? Anybody got 60? Is it autographed by Frank Collada? It is. They're autographed and they're numbered. So they the pizza box is autographed. This is number 1 of 250. Okay. This was and it's autographed just like this by Frank. And inside you get the pizza. And the pizzas are a foam pizza that I hand paint. I make them myself. I hand paint them. And hidden underneath the disc, which is on top, it's a stuffed pizza. Okay, get it? Upper crust, stuffed pizza. And underneath, inside, there's a little cutout, and that's where the gun's hidden inside the box. Do we hear $70? Bobby Bag of Donuts. Bobby Bag of Donuts. Scott H., you have number 8. Yes, you do. Jim Magnifici, I think, has number. What did I say? What are we up to? 18, 19, something like that. So there's not many of them out there, but there's only 250 in the world possible that can be out there. There's only a few.
Audio. I'm sorry.
Bobby Bag of Donuts, $60. Going once, 65. John McShane. John McShane, $65. Do we have 70? Do we see 70? Luminous Grin owns number 10. Luminous Grin, it's a really cool pizza, isn't it? And you have number 10. They were
65, 65. Do I hear 70, 70, 75, 65, 65, 70, 75.
$70. And we got $70. $70. $65 is going once. $70, anybody. 65 is going twice. $70, guys. I'm not going to say sold just yet. I'm going to wait.
He started out at 20. He's already up to 65.
Anybody got $70? $70 for the pizza box. Midland Power Wash, $100.
There we go.
$100. And it's going to the charity of your choosing.
Yes, sir.
Do we have 110? Anybody going 110? Or do we just keep it at $100? Anybody want it for 110? I'll tell you what, the only way you're going to get that pizza box for $100, any way you're going to get it for less than $200 is if you buy a mob tour ticket for 120. Come on the mob tour, and you can buy one on the mob tour for $100. That's what we do. So if I ship it to you, it's $200. If you come on the tour, it's $100. So the only way you're going to get one for under $200 is to come on the tour. Anybody got 110? $100 going once. Anybody got 110? $100 going twice. Midland Power Wash is about to win a pizza box for $100, going to the charity they're choosing if nobody bids 110. Midland Power Wash, $100, and it's sold.
You sold.
$100. Midland Power Wash. Call the number at the bottom of the screen, and congrats to Midland. You just won it. John McShane said congrats to Midland. He is out of the bidding. So, yes, call the number on the bottom of the screen, Midland Car Wash. Let's have you on. Midland Car Wash, Power Wash. Sorry, Midland Power Wash. I did, did I tell you that, Red? I worked as a power washer for a while. I had a job at a power wash company. You know what they did? They sprayed those tanks in Whiting, Indiana, all of the oil at the refinery, and you had to blast all the paint off so they could repaint the tanks.
Wow.
And you know how long I lasted on that job?
One day.
Not even. It was like a half a day, okay? I was working with this dude, and this dude lit up a joint, and he starts smoking a joint right before we're going to start blasting. And they just gave me like this crash course safety thing about don't point the thing at anybody. You'll kill him if you do. And this guy's smoking. Anyway, not my thing. Be right back.
Okay. While Adam's talking to, I'm trying to remember his name because he used his company name, but he actually gave me his name. The gentleman that's calling in, and I shipped him an autograph book. Actually, I shipped a lot of autograph books.
Here we go, Red. We have Reed. Reed
is okay.
From Midland Power Wash. Is that your company, Reed?
That's it. Midland, Texas. Midland Power Wash and Sweep.
Wow, Midland, Texas. You're from Texas.
Yes, sir.
How long you been watching the show, Reed?
I picked up on this about maybe 6 months ago, but been watching at night while I'm sweeping parking lots.
Awesome. That's pretty cool, man. Thanks for tuning in and listening to us. And Red and I sit here and ramble on about whatever we're talking about.
Yeah. No
awesome to have you on. Thank you for your donation. And where do you want this the money to go to?
860-204-6531.
Whoops. Sorry, Reed. Whoops. Sorry, Reed.
St. Jude's.
St. Jude's. Okay. St. Jude's is where it's going to go. And Reed, can I call you back after our show in an hour and a half?
Reed, is your zip code?
Can I call you back after our show?
Yeah.
All right.
No problem.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Will do. Thank you so much for coming on, Reed. Thank you for your donation, and you have a great rest of your day, okay?
Yes, sir. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. He called me sir, Red. Did you see that?
He's Southern.
I'm not used to that. I'm used to hunk or stud muffin. What an idiot. Unbelievable. I'm such an idiot. What an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
Hey, everything's bigger in Texas. That's right, including that $100 donation to St. Jude's. I got to find out what they do. I know that they're a good organization.
They're
I know
great.
a lot about them. So that's awesome. All right, Red. Well, I'll see you over there on your channel in a few minutes. We're going to put that link in there. And it's been a lot of fun talking about Chicago vending machines. And I forgot all about the poker hand on the side of the cup. That was pretty cool. We should put that in the thumbnail.
Okay.
All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Everything good has to come to an end. So that's time for this episode coming to an end.
Hope to see you folks over my channel.
See you, Red. Mob Vlog.